They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete to open things up. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They will be led out by a 2nd-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14.
On the play. And this is
from the gun. It's Lock. Open man is Trey Burton. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On play action, they'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down. Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play. Because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
He's got Burton here. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Well, this wind is definitely going to be a factor as this game goes along. He's going straight into it here in the first quarter, and the ball fluttered on him a little bit. They'll definitely have to file that one away and make a mental note of it.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Texans nothing.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And it's 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd down.
Clock working out of the gun.
To go.
And this is going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Back to throw now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They'll look to throw now on first down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Aaron Donald in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll go down at the 28. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, block. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
The Niners take over.
Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this Texans defense stands tall. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 2 for 3 before that, but finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that will keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st down, Texans.
Operating from the gun. Lock. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there, just like last play. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Lock. Man open left side. It's Williams. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people.
Lock going to try and throw on 3rd down. And Lock throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 32.
Lock. Intercepted.
He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick-6 last week. Not a pick-6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
That is caught inside the 5. 49ers. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
And goal.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20. And they will score a pick-6 for the Texans TD. I think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick-6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we now proceed to the start of the 2nd half.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep, and the half will begin with a touchback. We see Drew Lock in the offense coming back on. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half two after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. It's Mixon on the counter. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Well, it's not time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Not much there, only a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Intercepted.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way?
And now here is another interception. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6.
At their own 25-yard line.
The defense of San Francisco marching back onto the field now. And the interception the last time they were out there ended up leading to a touchdown.
So the only thing they didn't get really was the pick 6, because that's what everyone wants. Take it immediately to the end zone, but their offense capitalized on the takeaway and turned it into the 6 points they were looking for.
Yeah, set them up pretty, got the touchdown. Now they're back out there defensively. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the
31-yard line.
Caught left side, Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Texans.
Lock now on first down. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Lock completes it to the tight end, Burton. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 23, the 30, the 20, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Justin Tucker lining up for
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Fielded in the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
In second and inches at the 29-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Locke.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know, what do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Montez Sweat racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Locke. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the gun, it's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
32-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
49ers first down.
Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all, haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
The pass.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Tight end's right. What's tight? Tight end's right. 3 down, 3 down. Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch. 60 eagle, 60 eagle. Outlaw 18.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
The Texans.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw again. Locke. He's got Burton here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Locke. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. One final try for Locke. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out.